जय व्रज जनरंजना। जय जमुनधिरवनचारी जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा, प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा। जय राधा माधव श्री राधे। जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व। प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह, प्रहलाद नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद नरसिंह। जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद। श्रील प्रभुपाद की गौर प्रेमानंदे। Readings from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 25, titled Glories of Devotional Service. Today we will see text 39 and 40. Text 40 is on the board, but I will also read 39 before. But first we will do the Mangalacharan. I will chant, please try to repeat. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Nigamakalpatarorgalitam phalam Sukamukhatamrita dravasamyutam Pibata Bhagavatam rasamalayam Muhuragho rasika bhuvi bhavakaha Narayanam namaskritya Naranchaiva narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So text number 39 goes like this. Imam lokam tataivamum atmanam ubhayayinam atmanam anuye cheha ye raya pashavo grahaha. Now text 40 which is on board. Visrijya sarvananyamscha Visrijya sarvananyamscha Mamevam vishvato mukam Mamevam vishvato mukam Bhajanti ananyaya bhaktya Bhajati ananyaya bhaktya Tan mrityuratipareye Tan mrityuratipareye Visrijya sarvananyamscha Mam yeva vishvato mukham Bhajantyananya bhaktya Tan mrityuratipareye Visrijya sarvananyamscha Mamevam vishvato mukham Bhajantyananya bhaktya Tan mrityuratipareye Visrijya sarvananyamscha Mamevam vishvato mukham Bhajantyananya bhaktya Tan mrityuratipareye. Mataji. Visrijya sarvananyamscha Mamevam vishvato mukham Bhajantyananya bhaktya Tan mrityuratipareye. Visrijya sarvananyamscha Mamevam vishvato mukham Bhajantyananya bhaktya Tan mrityuratipareye. Visrijya, having given up, sarvan, all, anyan, other, cha, and, mam, me, evam, thus, vishvataha, vishvataha mukham, the all-pervading Lord of the universe. Bhajanti, they worship. Ananyaya, unflinching. Bhaktya, by devotional service. Tan, them. Mrityoho, of death. Atiparaye, I take to the other side. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charananda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation, please repeat. Thus the devotee who worships me, the all-pervading Lord of the universe, in unflinching devotional service, gives up all aspirations to be promoted to heavenly planets or to become happy in this world with wealth, children, cattle, home, or anything in relationship with the body. I take him to the other side of birth and death. Purport. Unflinching devotional service as described in these two verses means engaging in full Krishna consciousness or devotional service, accepting the Supreme Lord as all in all. Since the Supreme Lord is all inclusive, if anyone worships Him with unflinching faith, he has automatically achieved all other opulences and performed all other duties. The Lord promises herein that He takes His devotee to the other side of birth and death. Lord Chaitanya therefore recommended that one who aspires to go beyond birth and death should have no material possessions. This means that one should not try to be happy in this world or to be promoted to the heavenly planets, nor should he try for material wealth, children, house, or cattle. How liberation is imperceptibly achieved by a pure devotee and what are the symptoms have been explained. This is a very important sentence. I am going to read again because the whole purport is about this particular sentence. And this sentence is the essence of this verse. So I am going to read again. Please carefully listen. It's a long purport. You have to resist your sleep and try to listen to this purport because it's a very, very important purport. How liberation is imperceptibly achieved by a pure devotee and what the symptoms are have been explained. Because this is what we want to achieve. So we should carefully listen if we want to achieve this. For the conditional soul, there are two statuses of living. One status is in this present life and the other is preparation for the next life. If I am in the mode of goodness, and then I may be preparing for promotion to higher planets. But if I am in mode of passion, then I shall remain here in the society where activity is very prominent. And if I am in mode of ignorance, I may be degraded to animal life or lower grade of human life. But for a devotee, there is no concern for this life or the next life, because in any life, he does not desire elevation in material prosperity or a high grade or low grade life. He prays to the Lord, my dear Lord, it does not matter where I am born, but let me be born even as an ant in the house of a devotee. A pure devotee does not pray to the Lord for liberation from his material bondage. Actually, the pure devotee never thinks that he is fit for liberation. Considering his past life and his mischievous activities, he thinks that he is fit to be sent to the lowest region of hell. If in this life I am trying to become a devotee, this does not mean that in my many past lives I was 100% pious. That is not possible. A devotee, therefore, is always conscious of his real position. Only by his full surrender to the Lord, by the Lord's grace, are his sufferings made shorter. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, surrender unto me, I shall give you protection from all kinds of sinful reactions. That is his mercy. But this does not mean that one who has surrendered to the lotus feet of the Lord has committed no misdeeds in his past life. A devotee always prays, for my misdeeds I may be born again and again, but my only prayer is that I may not forget your service. The devotee has that much mental strength. He prays to the Lord, may I be born again and again, but let me be born in the home of your pure devotee, so that I may again get a chance to develop myself. The pure devotee is not anxious to elevate himself in his next birth. He has already given up that sort of hope. In any life in which one is born as a householder or even as an animal, one must have some children, some resources, some possessions. But a devotee is not anxious to possess anything. He is satisfied with whatever comes, whatever is obtainable by God's grace. He is not at all attached to improving his social status or improving the status of his children. He is not neglectful, he is dutiful. Very important, very, very important. Listen carefully. Prabhupada is writing very clear words. He is not neglectful, he is dutiful. But he does not spend too much time in the upliftment of temporary household or social life. He fully engages in the service of the Lord. For other affairs, he simply spares as much time as absolutely necessary. Yatarham upayunjataha. Such a pure devotee does not care for what is going to happen in the next life or in this life. He does not even care for the family, children, or society. He fully engages in the service of the Lord in Krishna consciousness. It is stated in Bhagavad Gita that without the knowledge of the devotee, the Lord arranges for his devotee to be immediately transferred to the transcendental abode just after leaving his body. After quitting his body, he does not go into the womb of another mother. The ordinary living entity after death is transferred to the womb of another mother according to his karma or activities to take up another type of body. But as far as the devotee is concerned, he is at once transferred to the spiritual world in the association of the Lord. That is Lord's special mercy. How it is possibly explained in the following verse. Because he is all powerful, the Lord can do anything and everything. He can excuse all sinful reactions. He can immediately transfer a person to Vaikuntha Loka. That is the inconceivable power of the Supreme Lord, who is favorably disposed towards his pure devotees. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnanam Janashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupakadamahyam Dadadi Sapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Gurun Sri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parjana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Shri Vishakarnitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunnavadi Paschaitya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangalangayate Grimithkupatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Mishwaram Kathanchana Smrite Yasmin Dushkaram Sukaram Bhavet Vismrite Paritam Syat Sri Chaitanyam Namamitam Nama Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutve Srimate Devpakaswamini Namini Nama Acharya Padayini Taikura Padayini Gaura Katadamadayini Garagramatarini Imam Lokan Tatai Vamum Atmanam Ubhayayinam Atmanam Anuye Cheha Yeraya Pashavo Graha Visrujya Sarvan Anyamscha Mam Yevam Vishwato Mugam Bhajanti Ananyaya Bhaktya Tan Mrityur Atiparaye. Thus, the devotee who worships me, the all-pervading Lord of the universe, in unflinching devotional service, gives up all aspirations to be promoted to the heavenly planets or to become happy in this world with wealth, children, cattle, home, or anything in relationship with the body. I take him to the other side of birth and death. So, as we have seen, this purport is a very important purport because Prabhupada is writing so many important things. And also this purport is a purport which can be easily misunderstood. The first point which can be easily misunderstood is that a person who is a casual devotee, Prabhupada actually talks about casual devotees in Nectar of Instruction. So, a casual devotee means is a person who has taken up devotional service. he has some interest in devotional service. He may even think that devotional service is very important for him. But he doesn't think that his life is meant for devotional service. He thinks that there are many things I have to do in life, and devotional service is one of them. May be very important, but it is one of them. Such devotees are called as casual devotees, because they have not fully realized the potential of Krishna consciousness. Therefore, they are thinking that there are n number of things in my life, and amongst the n number of things, I may give Krishna consciousness first place or second place. But there are other things which are taking third place, fourth place, fifth place. I have so many other things to do in life. So such devotees are called as casual devotees. So for such casual devotees, there is no interest to leave this material world, because they have a big agenda which is other than Krishna consciousness. I have to buy a house, I have to buy a car, I have to have a social status, I have to maintain a big family, I should get name, I should get fame. So many other things are there in their agenda which has got nothing to do with Krishna consciousness. It may be agenda in mode of ignorance, it may be agenda in mode of passion, it may be agenda in mode of goodness, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Kapila Devi is saying that devotees who have mixed their devotion with the different modes, they are called as separatists. Why they are called as separatists? Because they have a vision which is separate from Krishna's vision. What is Krishna's vision? Krishna's vision is all these souls, they should be happy. Anandamayo abhyasat. This is Krishna's vision. He wants every one of us to be happy. But we have a different vision from Krishna's vision. What is our vision? I want to suffer. This is our vision. Our vision is I don't want to be happy. I want to suffer. This is our vision. So therefore, instead of aligning ourselves with Krishna's vision, which is the easiest way to become happy, we want to find ways and means to find our own happiness, which is nothing but suffering. Because Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita, what he is saying, Yahi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yonaya evate adi antavanta kaunteya na teshu ramate buddha. Very clearly Krishna is saying that this happiness which is coming by the touch of senses with sense objects, samsparshaja bhoga. Samsparsha. Sampurna rupena sparsha. The senses are touching the sense objects completely. And then there is a type of happiness which is experienced by this touch between the sense objects and senses. And then the stupid conditioned soul, he thinks, oh, this is very nice. I am experiencing happiness. But Krishna is saying, dukkha yonaya evate. Yoni means birthplace. He is saying, this happiness you are experiencing, my dear sir, this happiness is the birthplace of misery. Dukkha yonaya evate. Why, sir? Why it is birthplace of misery? I am experiencing happiness. Why are you telling it is misery? Krishna is giving reason. Adi antavanta kaunteya. This will begin and this will end. This will begin and this will end. Adi antavanta kaunteya. Therefore, Krishna is saying, na teshu ramate buddha. That person who has deeply thought about it, Buddha means very thoughtful person, very intelligent person. He has not applied his mind into it, he has applied his intelligence into it. Not that in mental plane, manoratena asati dhavato bahihi, that sit in the chariot of the mind, which is driven by the external energy, and then tak 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 run behind so many things, dhanam, janam, sundarim, so many things run behind. It's called a rat race. It's called what? Rat race. And people have great interest in running that rat race. They want to become rat. I am a greatest rat, bandicoot, because big rats are called as bandicoots. All other people are rat, but I am bandicoot. I am the king of rats. Very much people are interested. Very much people are interested. So, when people are like that, when they have a different vision from what is Krishna's vision, when they run behind this temporary happiness, which is beginning and ending. Beginning and ending. I have a gulab jamun. I am looking at it in front of me. Oh, it looks so nice. I am going to take this gulab jamun. I am going to eat this. I am going to enjoy. But be sure enough, this gulab jamun will be finished. It will be finished. It will be finished. And when it is finished, I am going to become miserable. Where is my next gulab jamun? Sorry, sir, only one gulab jamun. Only one gulab jamun. We cannot give you one more. Sorry. Sometimes there is too much gulab jamun. You take one after other. Nobody is stopping you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After that what? Stop. Why stop? Because if you take 11, it will become miserable. Too much supply, misery. No supply, misery. Limited supply, misery. You see this material world, how it is? Too much supply, misery. No supply, misery. Limited supply, misery. This is what Krishna is telling. Why are you suffering here, my dear sir? What do you see in this world? What do you see in this world? I see money. I see beautiful ladies or nice healthy men. Dhanam, Janam. I see so many followers. Oh, great man. Oh, great man. So many followers. Jindabad, Murdabad. So many followers. Janam, Sundarim, Sundaram, whatever it is. For men it is Sundarim. For women it is Sundaram. Beautiful man, beautiful woman, handsome man, very beautiful woman, very attractive. And knowledge. Knowledge is the ultimate attraction. You become very knowledgeable. Whether you are beautiful, you are not beautiful, people get attracted to you because you have so much knowledge. It gives you so much fame. So much fame. The ultimate intoxication of this material world, fame. Nowadays, people are so crazy of this fame. They want to have so many followers. They become influencer. There's a whole profession which has come up called influencer. And then they have so many followers. Somebody has 1 million follower, 2 million follower, and then one day he says something stupid or she says something stupid, and then loses about 100,000 followers or 200,000 followers, immediately they commit suicide. Oh, I lost all my followers, what will I do? I am going to commit suicide. What is this nonsense? So, the point is that this material world is full of misery. This material world is full of misery. Krishna has given nice certificate to this material world. Dukkalayam asaswatam. Dukkalaya means this is the temple of misery and it is totally temporary. Okay, continuously misery is coming, you can get used to misery. Okay, misery is the way of life, you can get used to misery. But then this world is not like that also. After some time misery will stop and happiness will come. When misery stops and happiness comes, then people think, oh, now I got happiness. Then happiness will stop and misery will come. It never gives a permanent situation. And after that, the body itself will go. So therefore, those who have interest to remain in this material world are interested in suffering. We should be very clear about this. Because if we don't become pessimistic about this material world, we'll never become optimistic about Krishna consciousness. That's the whole point. So there are people in this world who are devotees and non-devotees who are not interested in leaving this world because they have some hope against hope that if not today, tomorrow I will be happy. Maya is very expert. What is her expertise? She promises happiness tomorrow and delivers misery today. This is the expertise of Maya. Every day Maya is telling us, tomorrow you can be happy. Tomorrow is your day. Tomorrow your happiness is coming. Today little bit misery. Just manage this misery today. Tomorrow you are going to be happy. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. But Maya nicely covers our intelligence. We cannot see that nobody has been happy. My father was not happy, my grandfather was not happy, my great-grandfather was not happy, his father was not happy. How I can be happy? Cat is not happy, dog is not happy, even mosquito is not happy. When it is nicely eating, we kill it. The most miserable living entity in the world, which gets killed when it is actually taking prasad. The mosquito. We don't even think about it. We don't even think when I am eating some feast, somebody will take one iron rod and hit on our head and kill us. How miserable it will be. We don't think. But we kill mosquito when it is eating. Nobody is happy. But they have hope that they can find happiness in this material world. This is called the covering potency of Maya, Avranatmika Shakti. It's called the covering potency of Maya. It covers the intelligence of the living entity. Avritam jnanametena jnanino nityaverina kamarupena kaunteya dushpurena nalanena cha. Krishna is telling very nicely in 3rd chapter Bhagavad Gita how this covering is happening. How this covering is happening. So, therefore, we should not confuse a pure devotee's indifference to liberation with a person who is a casual devotee, his indifference to liberation. Both of them are indifferent to liberation. A pure devotee is also indifferent to liberation. A casual devotee or a non-devotee is also indifferent to liberation. We should not confuse with both of these things. Therefore, in Sikshashtakam, Mahaprabhu has explained in steps how to reach that stage. It is not easy. It is not easy to reach that stage. It is not easy. So, in the first sloka of Sikshashtakam, Mahaprabhu has given the glories of the holy name. Chetodarpana Marjanam, everybody knows this. Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam, Shre Kairavachandrika Vitranam, Vidyavadu Jivanam, Anandambudi Vardhanam, Pradipadam, Purnamrita Swadanam, Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate, Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. What is that Param Vijayate? What is the ultimate victory? The ultimate victory is to be positioned in our constitutional position, in our Swarupa, to attain Swarupa Siddhi, and then to remain in our constitutional position, to have loving exchange with Krishna. This is the ultimate victory, because there is nothing greater than this. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, in 7th chapter, Maya Sakta Manapartha Yogam Yunjan Madashrayaha Asamshayam Samagram Mam Yata Jnasesi Takshunu. Same thing Krishna is talking about. Asamshayam Samagram. Asamshayam means without any doubt. Samagram means complete. You will have complete knowledge of your relationship with Krishna without any doubt. That is what is the subject matter to hear. Not how to get happiness in this world. That is not the subject matter to hear. So therefore, first sloka, Mahaprabhu explains. In second sloka, he is explaining the status of people like me, casual devotees. What is the second sloka he is saying? He is saying this fellow knows all the theory. He can give nice Bhagavatam class. But stupid fellow, he is not attached to chanting the holy name. He just wants to hear that, oh, you can give nice Bhagavatam class. And then he becomes very happy. Oh, people are saying that I am a very nice Bhagavatam class giver. What is the use, man? What is the use? So therefore, Mahaprabhu is saying that your situation is very unfortunate. Your situation is very unfortunate. Why? At least the fellow outside on the street who is pulling rickshaw, he is smoking bidi, he doesn't know the glory of the holy name. He doesn't know the glory of the holy name. You fellow, you are giving Bhagavatam class, and you know Bhagavatam, you can tak, speak shloka, but where is your attachment to chanting the holy name? You are chanting and then you are sleeping. Stupid fellow. What you are doing? Mahaprabhu is asking me. Therefore, you are most unfortunate fellow. You are most Unfortunate fellow. So, the first step is to realize this. That is the first step. That even though I have knowledge, I don't have attachment. This is the first step to realize. Without realizing this, you cannot go to the second step. What is that? Why I don't have attachment? Because I am still thinking that I am a prestigious person. I am great personality. People should respect me. I don't have to give respect to these people. What these people are. Yesterday there was rain and today they have grown like mushroom. What is that? Yesterday there was rain and today they have grown like mushroom. I am in Krishna consciousness for 20 years, 25 years. What these fellows are, why I should respect them? So this sense of giving respect is not there. Therefore, there is neither tolerance nor humility. Neither tolerance nor humility. So Mahaprabhu is telling, first of all, get all these things. Please accept that you are an infinitesimally small entity. Infinitesimally small entity. When you accept this reality that you are an infinitesimally small entity, then you will understand that everybody is better than me. Everybody is better than me. So you will learn to give respect for others. And when you learn to give respect for others, automatically tolerance and humility will come. So that is the next step. Mahaprabhu is saying, Trinatapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. There is naturally the interest to chant the holy name continuously. Not that after 16 round is over, you have a sense of relief. Oh, 16 round is over. Or you think that you have achieved something great. Today I did my 16 rounds. Krishna lifted Govardhan, I did 16 rounds. No. There is natural interest to chant the holy name. Kirtaniya Sadahari. Then comes the state of indifference to material life. Without reaching that state, indifference to material life is not possible. At that stage, Mahaprabhu is saying, Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamaye, mama janmani janmani ishware bhavatat bhakti rahaitu kitvayi. So now comes the state of indifference to material existence and liberation. And Prabhupada is quoting here, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he is saying, Manasa deho geho, jo kichu mor, arpilu tua pade, nanda kishore. So, in that song he is saying, Kita janma hoy. Even if I am born as an insect, bhakta grehe jani. Let me be born in the house of a devotee. Because at least I can hear the holy name. At least I can hear the holy name. I may be insect in the house of a devotee. I may hear holy name. I may get prasad. And if I am very lucky, I may be killed by the devotee. Very lucky. My body may be destroyed by the devotee. And while killing, he will say Gauranga and he will kill. And hearing Gauranga's name, I can leave the body. There is great advantage in becoming insect in the house of a devotee. It's not small thing. It's not a small thing. So, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, let me become. He's saying, Bahirmukha Brahma. No. Even if I want to become Brahma, if I am not interested in devotion, I don't want Brahma's post. This insect post is better for me. Insect post is better for me. So, that stage is not easy to come. That stage is not easy to come. But that stage is not the ultimate stage in devotional service. Because we have reached only halfway through. We have reached only halfway through. Devotional service is going to start after this. Satam prasangan mama virya samvido bhavanti hridkarna rasayana katha tajjoshanat asav apavarga vartmani shraddha ratir bhaktir anukramishati. So there is Shraddha, then after that there is Rati, then there is Bhakti. So, up to Mama Janmani Janmanishre, Bhavatat Bhakti Rahaitiki Tvai, serious devotional service is not starting. Serious devotional service is starting when you start missing Krishna. Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram, Patitam Mam, Vishame Bhavam Budau, Kripaya Tavapada Pankajas Chitaduli Sadrisham Vichintaya. Now, the devotee is missing Krishna. Where is Krishna? What am I doing here? Why did I end up here? What is this material world? Why I am here in this atmosphere, which is very alien to me? Why I am not with Krishna? So the desire to stay with Krishna is different from the indifference for liberation. The indifference for liberation is one stage. The desire to associate with Krishna is another stage. Even in this stage, there is desire to associate with Krishna. There is a desire to go back home, back to Godhead. I want to become some little speck in your lotus feet. Still, we have not reached the stage which here Prabhupada is explaining. Please understand this. Still, we have not reached the stage where Prabhupada is explaining this purport. So, when that realization comes that I am away from Krishna, then we start thinking, what kind of chanting I am doing? What kind of chanting I am doing? Why I am not crying while taking Krishna's name? What is this chanting? What is the low quality chanting I am doing? Why no tears in my eyes when Krishna's name is chanted? Then that question comes, when will I cry? When will I cry? Nayanam galadashrudharaya vadanam gadgadarudhayagra pulakai nichitam apukada tavanama grahane bhavishyati. When will I cry like this? Question is coming. When will I cry? When that question comes, then the tears come. The tears come. Yugayidam nimishena chakshusha pravrushayitam shunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahena me. Now viraha to Govinda is there. Now viraha to Govinda. Now separation from Krishna is felt. Now it is felt. That stage leads to this indifference which Prabhupada explains here. Ashlishyava padaratam pinashtumam adarshanan marmahatam karotva yada tadava vidadhatu lampato matprananatastu sayeva naparaha. Whatever you do with me, Krishna, I am attached to you. Not that I am attached to you till you give me gulab jamun. The moment I don't get gulab jamun in the feast, I already have complaint against you. Krishna, what is this? I am such a great servant, and just before me gulab jamun got finished. What kind of justice you are giving to me? Why I am not entitled for your gulab jamun? Not this. Accept whatever Krishna does. Edricha labha santushto. Sarvaramba parityagi. Krishna says in 12th chapter Bhagavad Gita, Sarvaramba parityagi. A person who does not start any endeavor which is meant for sense gratification. Sarvaramba parityagi. So, this stage which Prabhupada explains, the indifference of a devotee towards going back home, back to Godhead, should not be misunderstood with the indifference of the casual devotees who want to stay in this material world. This is the first point I want to say, but time is more or less over. There is a second point which I want to make. I will make it very quickly. The second point which I want to make is that the indifference of the devotee towards his family life also should not be misunderstood. It also should not be misunderstood. Prabhupada makes two important points here. One point he makes that is that this person is dutiful. Second point Prabhupada makes is that yatarham upayunjataha, means that as much as it is required, he takes care. But most of the time we have seen with devotees, they want to overstretch themselves. They do so much of ugra karma in the name of maintaining the family, especially in the name of educating their children. I have seen this throughout my life. That they make such bombastic plans for educating their children and earn so much money just for educating their children. Just not required. Not required. And ultimately what we are giving them? Slaughterhouse education. Prabhupada says that this education, this modern education is slaughterhouse education. So therefore, being duty bound should be clearly understood. The indifference which comes with a sense of duty should be clearly understood, especially for grahasthas. Because Krishna says this repeatedly. When Krishna explains in 13th chapter Bhagavad Gita what constitutes knowledge, Krishna says this, Ashaktis anabhishanga putra dhara grahadishu. He says that one should be unattached to children, wife, house and paraphernalia. Prabhupada actually, so in Kuntimanani's prayers also, Kuntimanani is saying that Snehapasam imam chindi dridam pandashu vrishnishu. She's fed up. She's saying that, oh Krishna, what is this? Sometime I'm thinking of Vrishni, sometime I'm thinking of my husband's house, sometime I'm thinking of my parental house, and I am always under conflict. Why I am under conflict? Because when Krishna is in her parental house, then he is not with her children. When Krishna is with her children, she is not with the parental house. So those who are in her parental house, they are thinking when Krishna will come back. When Krishna goes to his parental house, his children are thinking when Krishna will come back. So she is constantly having this conflict, whether Krishna should be in her parental house or Krishna should be with her children. Constantly the conflict is there in her mind, and finally she is saying that, what is this nonsense? Just cut off this connection. Snehapasam imam chindi dinam pandishu vishnishu. Just cut off this connection from this side and that side. I just want to focus on you. Twayi me ananya vishaya madir matupate sakrit ratim udvahda dadda dange vauga mudanvati. Very beautiful example she gives. Very beautiful example she gives. Someone who has seen Ganga coming from Gomukh all the way up to Ganga Sagar, they will understand the power of this example. Especially if you go to Chardham and if you see how Ganga comes cutting through the rocks and mountains of Himalayas, how much she is overcoming the forces of nature just to reach her destination is such a beautiful example. Because in this material world, there are so much of impediments to focus on Krishna. Just like Ganga overcomes all those impediments with great determination to reach her destination, same way, Kuntimanan is telling that let me focus on my destination, which is your lotus feet. Shunvanti gayanti grinanti abhikshnashaha. What is that? Shunvanti gayanti grinanti abhikshnashaha. Smaranti nandanti tavehitam janaha. Sayeva paschanchi atirena tavaka bhava pravaho paramam padambujam. Same theme. Same theme. What Kapila is saying. By hearing, by chanting, by remembering, by always constantly engaging in devotional service, one who always thinks of the lotus feet of Krishna, simply by the thought process of the lotus feet of Krishna will cross over the ocean of material existence, will never see this material world again. Same theme. But at the same time, the purport Prabhupada lights that the family members are the natural candidates for affection. So naturally, there is some affection for family members. But that affection should not go beyond what is required in terms of Shastra. What are our obligations in terms of Shastra? What is the obligation of parents in terms of Shastra? Guru na sasyat, Swajano na sasyat, Pita na sasyat, Janani na sasyat, Deivam na tatsyan, na patisya tasyat, Samimo chayetya, Samupetya mrityum. When, so whatever authority you are, father, mother, you should give enough opportunity for your children to go back home, back to Godhead. Whether they will go back home, back to Godhead is something between them and Krishna. But at least the parents should give enough opportunity for them. That is the duty of the parent. When Dhruva Maharaj wanted to get a greater post than Brahma, Dhruva Maharaj's mother Suniti did not tell Brahma, that go to IIT and get admission, or go to MIT and then study there, or go to Harvard and then get a business degree. She did not say all these things. Rather, she told him very clearly, don't go anywhere. Don't go shopping to demigods. Don't go to Brahma. Don't go anywhere. Don't go to Lakshmi Devi also. Simply go to one person, Supreme Personality of Godhead. That one person can fulfill what you want. Don't give your attention anywhere else. This is parenting. This is parenting. Don't give your attention anywhere else. Just focus in one place. She was very bold to say that. And she was not in a great position, abandoned by her husband, relegated to the position of some inconsequential woman. She had the strength to say this. She had the strength to say this. That is why she was going to Vaikuntha before Dhruva was going to Vaikuntha. So therefore, it's a very important purport. Everybody should read this purport again and again and again. There is wealth of information in this. We have not explored even 10% of this purport. We have only tried to explore little bit of 2 points. So I request all of you, please try to very scrutinizingly read every line of this purport. And simply by reading every line of this purport, we can understand what Krishna consciousness is, where I am, where I should go, and how to practice my Krishna consciousness. So I want to stop here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Any question, comments, corrections, anything?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Haribol.
Prabhuji, you told we should focus on even, like we are at a stage where we are not fully convinced, like Krishna will solve our problem. Okay, so at that stage, because we have to reach at that stage, how means we don't have that realization, and if we want to direct someone. So means you told that like Dhruv Maharaj's mother told go to Krishna, okay? So that bhava is not there, that realization is not there with us. So that stage also we can speak like that, or
No. See, that's why I say first of all we should be honest, okay? That which stage we are in. For every stage there is a method to go to next stage, okay? So Arjuna was not convinced that he should fight, okay? But Arjuna was convinced that Krishna is the authority who can solve his problem. So therefore Arjuna said that the Karpanya Doshopagata Svabhava Prachamitam Dharma Samudacheta Yashrayaham Nishitam Bruhi Tanme Shishyateyam Sadimam Tam Prapanna. You are spiritual master, I am disciple, I am surrendering to you. In 2.7, Arjuna said this. But in 2.9, what Arjuna told, people don't know. It's a very interesting point he said. In 2.9, he said, that Krishna, I will not fight. He said, Na yotswa ichi Govinda. So if you are surrendering, then you should fight. No. So therefore, beginning itself, Arjuna told Krishna, Krishna, I am surrendering, but I am not going to fight. Just because I have surrendered, don't tell me, okay, now you are surrendered. No, you fight. Don't tell me like that. Because I have doubts. I want to clear doubts. Okay. Once my doubts are cleared, then I will think what I should do. Okay. So it is natural for a person who comes to Krishna consciousness that he finds Krishna consciousness is worthy of surrender, but still he is not fully convinced that that is what the path he should follow. So for such a person, then what is the remedy? The remedy Krishna gives. What he gives, that he says that tadvidi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattva darshinaha. You first approach a person who is convinced about this. Okay, because he is convinced. Okay. Then you do some service to him, and then you ask your questions to him, and then you observe him that why he is convinced, how he is living, what he is doing, is he really happy or he is not happy. Like my spiritual master, he was in USA last year, and he is in wheelchair, he has stroke, he has a kidney problem, he has liver transplant, so many things. So one of his god brother, he asked him, How are you? Are you happy? Okay. Then my spiritual master told him that my body is a museum of diseases. My body is a museum of diseases. I have stroke, I have heart problem, I have this problem, I am wheelchair bound. I am kind of a wreck. You know, wreck, shipwreck, like that. He said, I am kind of a wreck, but I am happy. He said, but I am happy. I am happy in the association of all the devotees. I am happy. He said. Normally, if a person who is suffering so much, he is not meant to be happy. Right? Normally, if a person has so much pain, he is wheelchair bound, he is not able to do anything, he has so he is supposed to be a frustrated man. Right? But he is saying, I am happy. So then the question, intelligent person should ask, this fellow is not supposed to be happy, how he is happy? Then I should go and ask him, sir, you are not supposed to be happy, you are supposed to be very morose, you are supposed to be suffering, how you are happy? Correct? No, we should ask, no? So that's what we should do. That's what Krishna is also saying. You find the person who has experienced that happiness of Krishna consciousness, that's called Tattvadarshi. A person who has experienced the happiness of Krishna consciousness, you find him. And then you make inquiries to him, how are you happy? This is what the Saunakadi Rishis did. They were doing big yajna, Om Swaha, Om Swaha, Om Swaha. Thousands of years they were doing yajna. And they were not happy. They found one person very happy, ha 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 ha, very satisfied. Immediately when they saw this person is very happy, very satisfied, they caught him, they gave him a nice seat, they made him sit there, and then they glorified him, Suta Suta Mahabahu. They said, oh, Suta Suta, you are great. And they said, oh, you let you get many years, Tatra Tatranjasa Ayushman Bhavatayat Vinischitam. You become Ayushman. You become Ayushman. You let me get long life, but please answer our question. Pumsam Ekantha Shreyas Nattam Sochitam Arhasi. That what is good for human beings, please tell us. Because we are thinking this yajna is good for human being, we are doing, but we are not happy. You please tell us. So that is the technique which is there in Bhagavad Gita, in Bhagavatam, in Upanishads. That is the technique. The technique is that you go and ask a man of knowledge, surrender to him, become his disciple, ask questions to him, get answers, and then try to apply those answers in your life, and then convert that answers into your own realizations. And your own realizations will convince you. When that is convinced, then you will also be happy. That is the system. Okay? Everybody goes through this. It's not that you are alone. Okay? Arjuna also went through the same thing. So you and Arjuna, same category. Okay? So you have to ask question, you will get answer. Okay? Okay, we should stop here. It's already 9 o'clock. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.